Today we're back at Multitrade Distributors headquarters in Edenvale, where we're going to be having a chat to their sales director, Mark Lotter, about the Moldino range of products and what they offer to the mold and die industry. Mark, thanks for having us back at Multitrade's head office. Today we'd like to talk to you about Moldino's solutions for the mold and die industry.
Welcome back, Lee. We really appreciate the opportunity again. Basically what happened roughly 2 years ago, Mitsubishi Materials Corporation acquired a major shareholding in the then Hitachi Tool and Engineering, which gave rise to the company Mitsubishi Hitachi Tool and Engineering. Their marketing teams have become involved, and to create a segmentation in the industry, they've started rebranding the product, the old Hitachi product, as the Moldino brand. Basically what it is you've got mold and die on the one side and innovation on the other side. They've brought them together to create one name, Moldino. And this clearly defines their strategy going forward about focusing on the niche market, that being tool and die, and being one of the world leaders in that product for those industries.
Let's take a look at some of the tooling that we have here today, Mark. First of all, the high feed cutter. What makes this one so special?
This product was launched by Hitachi, by Moldino, under the Moldino brand roughly about 18 months ago. It's a new developments in the high feed for Hitachi. What they've moved to a negative style insert, which becomes very cost effective because you've got 4 cutting edges. They come in South African market. We're mainly introducing 2 grades, the JP4120 for steel applications, cast iron and heat treated materials, and as well as the JM4160 more for your stainless steel and heat resistant materials. They come in 2 different chip breakers. You've got your B chip breaker, which is more for your stable, unstable cutting conditions, where the less rigidity on the actual components itself, and for your stainless steels where you need a sharper cutting edge. Then you've got the C breaker, which is more for your bigger machines, extra tool life, and obviously uses a lot more power. If we look at the tool body itself, all the bodies are through coolant. They come in range sizes from a 16 to a 40. In the 2 modules, you've got your straight shank as well as your modular system, your screw-in type, and they also supply all the holders, all the extended holders for the modular system as well. Like I said, one of the major developments with this is you've got quite a big pocket for chip evacuation, and the unique geometry of the insert also evacuates the chip more at an elevated angle and away from the cutter body, which stops the cutter from peaking when you go up against vertical walls or into tight corners, which was always, with the conventional high feed, was always a problem with chip jamming, damaging the inserts. What other unique benefit of the cutter is, if you look, they call it the high pre, which is the high precision 2mm radius. In the past, your high feed cutters always had a in-feed angle, which left quite a lot of material in the corners or on the faces at the bottom of your pockets. With this cutter, it's really a true 2mm radius, which leaves a lot less material to be machined. And in a lot of cases, where with the conventional high feed you would have gone to maybe a rest rough after your roughing, you can now go straight to a semi-finish or a finishing case in a lot of cases. So really a good cutter for metal removal across the range in mold and die.
And then we have the ASM 2-corner insert.
The ASM is another range of cutters that we've introduced to the South African market under the Moldino branding. It's a very universal cutter. Begins in a straight shank type from a diameter 8 right the way through to a 21 with your cylindrical shank, and in your modular system it goes from an 8 up to a 32mm cutter. What's very unique about this cutter, all the bodies are through coolant, and what also makes it very unique is the insert geometries that you can get for this. In the JDMT range of inserts, they come in a 0.2, a 0.4 and a 0.8 radius, as well as the JM4160, JP4120 grades, as well as grades for aluminium machining as well. So you can machine really all types of material with this. But what makes it very nice and very interesting for us in the market, if you put your EDMT insert, which is a unique geometry insert with a 2mm radius, it actually turns into a high feed cutter. So therefore, from an 8mm cutter, you have a high feed option with the 2mm radius. We've had excellent results with these, and stability wise and metal removal rate wise, as well as in a large amount of cases we actually replace solid carbide cutters with a lot more cost effective way of roughing material. So really a good cutter.
Solid carbide end mills. Mark, Multitrade have always had a very good range of solid carbide end mills. What have Moldino brought in their product range?
Yeah, it's true what you're saying. Multitrade has had a massive range of solid carbide in the past with very good quality, high-end quality for the mold and die industry as well as general engineering. What Moldino brings to the brand is new coating technologies. They've just launched their new TH3 coating, which we have implemented at some customers, and that can machine up to 72 Rockwell. At the moment, it's only on one of their ball nose variants of the cutters, but it will filter out throughout the range. The ATH coating can also do up to the 70 Rockwell, and we've had some really good results with those 0.8 millimeter cutters with 12 millimeter neck lengths, and they go right down to a 0.2 millimeter cutter within the EDPR range, which allows you in a way to get away from spark eroding, which is very expensive, very time consuming, and reduces cycle time as well. So that was a massive advantage to the market. One of the new ball noses they've just released is a PN coating. It's a 6-flute ball nose. It's purely for finishing. It comes from a R3 diameter 6 up to a diameter 12 R6, and it allows you to finish machine at up to 20 meter table feet. So this is where they're going in Japan at the moment, and obviously they'll filter through to the other markets. Another one, just for interest sake, the other day a customer was looking for a 30 micron end mill, and we were able to supply through Hitachi. So they go right from there right through a massive range, ball nose, whatever you need, any material. They've got ceramic end mills for machining Inconel. They've got aluminium range. They've got all of the range for composite materials as well. So they really add to the range, and I don't think there's another supplier in the country that can supply the range that Multitrade can supply.
Thread milling is something I always enjoyed when I was selling tooling, Mark, especially helping the customers realize the benefits of changing over from conventional tapping to thread milling and the potential cost and time savings. But tell us about this EDT thread milling system from Moldino.
Thanks, Lee. EDT thread milling has been very exciting addition to our product range. What makes this product really unique is you can see it's a left-hand cutter, which allows you to climb from the top of the hole down. What's also unique from the cutting geometry, it can machine into solid material. So you no need for a pre-drilled hole. The coating and the geometry and the substrate make it able to machine in up to 66 Rockwell. So it can machine into 66 Rockwell, into a blind hole, and form the thread. Right from an M2, right the way through to an M12 as standard, an M16 and an M20 are made to order. So it's really nice for us. We've had some really good results with these, with customers that actually came to us. They had Armox material that was laser cut. Nobody else could thread it. We put the EDT thread mill in there, and it thread milled no problem. 3 times the tool life of anybody that came close to us. So it is really a good product, and it's something that we're starting to move more and more, and we're carrying X stock at the moment as well.
A great range of tooling focused on the mold and die industry, but also for anyone wanting to benefit from reduced cycle times. Get hold of your local Multitrade distributor for more information or to arrange a demo.